What's up guys, Cube Ninja here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to solve a 3x3. And the reason I'm making this video is actually just because when I was learning how to solve a 3x3, I didn't find many good tutorials. So that's why I'm making this video, and I'm going to explain it, all of the things you need to know really good. So as you can see, I have nice cubes here. But today, we're going to be solving this 3x3. So let me just scramble this. Okay, so first thing you need to know is the type of pieces there are. So you have a centerpiece, which is attached to the core of the Rubik's Cube. Then you have these corner pieces, which have 3 colors. And you have edge pieces which have 2 colors. So yeah, those are the type of pieces you can have. And in this video, you might see that these corners are maybe twisted. Maybe that's because I didn't put them in right. So the centers, they can't move. Only if you do this. But they're still not moving. They're moving, but they're still all opposite of each other. So yeah. So the colors that are opposite of each other are orange and red. And yellow and white here. And blue and green. So yeah, those are the colors that are opposite of each other. So the first thing we are gonna do is we're gonna get these edges with white. There are only 4 edges with white on them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move them up to a yellow center so that they're here. Here is also one. It's already in place. Now we need to put one here, here, and here. Now as you can see, we have one here. Like here, and what we're gonna do is when we move it up to the yellow center, we can see that that moves down this one. So what we're gonna do is move a other spot, like this spot, over and move it up, and then you should have 2 edges or 1 edge. I don't really have yours scrambled, so yeah. Next thing, I'm just gonna pause for a minute. You also need to know cube notation. So cube notations are actually just the moves, and they are called like a specific letter. Now, I'm gonna teach you like 4 or 5 of them. I think that's the only ones we're gonna need to use. So the ones we're gonna need to use are R, L prime, like L is when I just say the letter, it's clockwise, and when I say prime, it's counterclockwise. So we're gonna learn R, L prime, L and R prime, so those 4, and U, U prime. Yes, we're also gonna learn those, and F, F prime, and D. No, this way, D and D prime. And the way you do D is just with your ring finger. Same with the other finger. Try that out and you'll get used to it. So try not to do wrist turns. So that's one thing you need to avoid. So yeah. Next up, we're gonna go further with making the cross, like the little daisy. So making, putting the white edges on the yellow center. Just this one we can just move up, and then the last one is here on the white center. So we can just move it up. Just like that. Now when you have done this, you can see it forms like a bit of a daisy. And this step is also called the daisy. So it's pretty obvious why it looks like a daisy. So next thing we're gonna do is look at those edges that are on the top and look at the other color that it has. Like this edge has white, so it needs to have white, and orange. So we're gonna move that to the orange center. So here is the orange center, so you're just gonna move that, and make sure you don't move it like this, not like that, because then you break like the daisy. So you're just gonna move the layer that the daisy is on. So when we do that, we have aligned it. You're just gonna move it down. Same with all the other ones. Like now they're all aligned, but you could have a case where, let me just do something. You don't have to do this, guys. Where you have like non-aligned, you align one, move it down, and then this one is green, align it to green, move it down, align this one to blue, and move it down. And then you should have created your white cross. And make sure these pieces are aligned to the right center, just like that. Next step we're gonna do is we're gonna make this first layer. So we just need to insert some corners the right way and at the right spot. So you're gonna look for corners in the top layer. If there are no corners in the top layer, I'm just gonna give you a example. Just like that. You can't find any corners with white. It has to be corners with white. Like, if you can't find any corners with white, they're probably all gonna be on the bottom layer. So what you're gonna do when you find one here, you're gonna do R, U, R prime, and then it should be on the top layer. And you shouldn't have messed up your cross. So now we do have one on the top layer, and we're gonna move it to the right spot. So as you can see, it has white, orange, and green. So it obviously has white because we're doing the white layer first, the white on bottom. So we're gonna focus on the orange and the green. We're gonna move that to those centers. Like the orange and the green, move it between those centers. And do this algorithm a couple times until it's in its right spot the right way. So this is algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime. When you do that a couple of times, you will see it's taking pretty long. You will see that it's in the right spot, and you just have to look when it's in the right spot. So yeah, here we have another one. It has orange and blue. So here are orange and blue. We're gonna move it in between the center. And now we're a bit lucky because when we do the algorithm once, it's already in the right way. Now we have one here also. So this one is green and red. So this is not green and red, but this is red and green. So they're in between the right centers. And then we do the algorithm, or U, R prime, U prime, a couple times until it's in its right place the right way. And now we have one that's twisted. So we're just gonna do the algorithm from the beginning. When you have no on the top layer, it's R, U, R prime. And then it's on the top layer, so it has red and blue. Move it to the red and blue center and do R, U, R prime. And now, yes, I just did a wrist turn, but try not to do that. So then you should have made your first layer here. Now make sure you have these little T's without this piece right here. Just like that. And then, yeah, you've made your first layer. Next up, we're going to make 2 layers. So we're doing the layer by layer method. So yeah. Now we're going to need to insert these edges. And these edges that we're going to insert don't have yellow on them. So make sure they don't have yellow. So here we have an edge with blue and orange. We're going to move that to the blue and orange center. And as you can see, the front color is orange. So we move that to the orange center actually. So yeah. Now what we do is, it's a pretty complicated algorithm. So first, when you have this, and the edge with the color on the front is aligned to the right side of both the centers. Oh no, the left side, sorry. The left side, you're gonna do this algorithm. U, R, U prime, R prime. And then you have paired these up. Don't worry that your corner is not in the right place, because when you have paired these up, what you're gonna do then is still hold it on the front, do a U prime, rotate the cube to the other center of those 2 colors of the edge. Now you're gonna do L prime, U, L, and then the edge is in its right spot. So when you do that a couple times, but you encounter this case. So it's the same, but the edge that it's aligned, that the center is aligned to on the front color, is just the other is the right and the right side of these 2 center colors, the same as the edge. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna face the edge and do the same, but with your left hand. So you're gonna do U prime, L prime, U, L. Then you have paired them up. You're gonna move to the you're gonna do a U, and you're gonna move it. You move the cube, like move the front of the cube over. That it's on the center. That's the other color of this pair, not the one on the front, but the one on top. And then you're gonna do R, U prime, R prime, and then it should be solved. So do those two. You only have 2 cases, so do those cases a couple of times until you have solved all the edges. Feel free to pause the video and look at this tutorial more times so you understand it. So when you have made your first 2 layers, it could be that you are a bit lucky, but I'm just gonna do it in case you're not lucky. So now when you have made your 2 layers, next step we're gonna do is make the yellow cross. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna learn one algorithm, which is F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And then you do that, you practice the algorithm. So we're gonna go over 3 cases, or 4, 3 cases where you have to do an algorithm. So the first case is when you have a dot and no edges of the white face on top. So then you're gonna do the algorithm from any direction once. Then you'll see that you have 2 edges in place that are not opposite of each other. Then you're gonna hold them in the top left, do the algorithm again, and then you should have a line. So next thing you're gonna do is hold the line horizontally, not vertically, horizontally. Doesn't matter if it's like this or like this. Just hold it horizontally and do the same algorithm, just like that. And then you should have solved your yellow cross. Now, don't do what I just did. So, now we're gonna make the yellow face. So this is gonna be a bit harder, but we're just gonna find one corner facing us. So in this case, we have this one. And we're gonna do, when this corner is facing us, on the right side, we do R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U2, R prime. Just like that. So do that a couple times. Oh, I have a twisted corner. Just as I said in the beginning of the video, it could be that I have a twisted corner because I took the cube apart and put it back together. So yeah, don't worry about that. You probably don't have it. So now when you do that, when you have a corner facing you on the left, you're gonna do the same algorithm but with your left hand. So L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. And then you're just gonna do that a couple of times until you have like this fish, just like that. And now when you have this fish, it either has a corner facing you, I call this the eye, on the left or on the right. Now when it's on the left, you do the same algorithm with your left hand. So R, L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. Now when it's on the right, like when the eye is on the right, you're gonna do the same with your right hand. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then, you should have done the yellow face. So I'm just gonna do an algorithm because I had a bit of too easy case. So next thing we're gonna do is solve all of the edges, like put them in the right place. So these edges. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna learn 2 algorithms. One algorithm is to swap 3 edges. So this swap goes like this. This one goes to here, this one goes to here, and this one goes to here. So how we're gonna do that is just, it's a bit of a weird finger trick, but we hold this, we do a R2, then we do a U prime, then we do a S, then we do a U2, then we reverse that S, we do a U prime, and we do a R2. And then when you have done that, your algorithm should be finished. Now do that a couple of times until you may have solved the cube, but you could also have it like a 2 swap, where you need to swap this one and this one. Now what we're gonna do here is called a J-perm. So a J-perm is actually just swapping this one and this one, this edge and this edge, and this edge, and this corner and this corner. But we don't worry about corners now, we worry about the edges. So I'm going to do a J-perm, which goes like this. Or U2, R prime, U prime, or U2, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And then should have done the 2 swap. Now I'm just gonna get a case. So you could have with the corners, you could have one of 3 cases. Now the first case is where you have to swap this corner to here, and this corner to here, and this corner to here, and this corner to here. This is called a E-perm, but we're gonna use a A-perm. So this A-perm is a bit easier. What we're gonna do is just face to orange, and then we do face it to any side if you have an E-perm, and then face to yellow, do a R2, a D2, R prime, U prime, R, D2, R prime, U, R prime. And then you should have done that cycle. Next up, you're gonna have a A-perm, which is just the algorithm I showed you. You could have one of 2 A-perms. So you could have a A-perm where you need to swap like this one to here, this one to here, and this one to here, or this one to here, this one to here, and this one to here. So it's clockwise or counterclockwise. Now I'm only gonna show you the clockwise one, because you just have to memorize one algorithm, and when you have the counterclockwise one, you just do the clockwise one 2 times. So the clockwise one is the same as we did with the E-perm. So if you already had this case, just do it 2 times, but I'm gonna do it 1 time now. So 1 time is R2, D2, R prime, U prime, or D2, R prime, U prime, R prime. And then you should have solved the cube if you had one of 2 A-perms. Now there's 1 A-perm left, just the same algorithm once. So you can have a A-perm where if you do the algorithm once, it should be solved, and you could have a A-perm where you do the algorithm twice, and it should be solved. So yeah, that was my tutorial on how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So hopefully your cube is solved, and I hope this tutorial helped. So yeah, guys, that was it. So yeah, I'm Cube Ninja, and I'm out.